Seth Garbage with another stream. Oh, and we got our little commentary host here, my daughter. What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are hunkering down in this very crazy time that we are living in, but that shouldn't stop you from enjoying some sweet at-home activities with your boy Seth Garbigio here. Just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown on some of the... Oh, there it is. Just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown on some of the things we got going on here at the Destiny universe here. We are currently in Season of the Worthy. So I hope you guys are having lots of fun here. I surely am. Just wanted to kind of give everybody a rundown on what they should be expecting around this season. As you can see, I'm going to just take a brief moment to show... Yep, that's it. Just want to take this brief moment to show you guys what I'm rocking here. It's my sweet, sweet hunter. Rocking the Gwysyn vest and that mid-tree Void Blade Way of the Wraith. Really underutilized, underrated super test here. Sorry guys, my daughter's got me a little Yes, Livy. We are doing the streaming. Are we doing the streaming? Because I can't see it. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown on what to expect for this season. So we are in the EDZ, and more specifically, we are in the Sliage. So I wanted to show you guys the entrance to the bunker here. So this is going to require you guys to do a lot of the storyline to get some of the access to these pinnacle activities here. I'm not gonna lie, they are a bit confusing at times, but it is definitely worth the while to grind it out. This current pink sweet carbine rifle that you see in my possession here is just one tiny tidbit of an example of what you can get at the bunker. As you can see, this is this very large slide that you pick up a ridiculous amount of speed, and if you time your jumps just right, boom, you could hurt yourself on that landing. So this is where you're going to want to go. Your bunker thing is here, and the whole point is to get these bunker bonuses and complete all of these bounties. Really good thing about this is that you can do additional bounties here. They do cost a bit of glimmer, but they give you XP and some war mine bits. Now, what are war mine bits? So glad you asked. So let's take a look at the armory first. So as you upgrade each bunker, you can get weapons here. The first upgrade... Oh, you got it? So did Papa. Papa also got it. You could take a look at the repeatable Seraph bounty here, and that's what I have here. The Seraph carbine. Right? Yeah. This is a really good auto rifle, honestly. It's pretty steady. You can see some of the stats are pretty decent here. Oh, Lord. Okay. Wow. So, did I get booted off the air? Wow. Okay.
Doing it.
I got booted off the air. That's funny. As I was saying, this is ridiculous. Gonna go back to the sludge here. As I was saying, the main weapon that I'm rocking right now, the 7th Seraph carbine. Sorry guys, this is quite comedic. I call it pink because, you know, I'm a lady. And the intrinsic perks here are the swashbuckler weapons gain increased damage for melee kills and kills with the weapon, and threat detector increased reload stability and handling when enemies are in close proximity. So you could kind of proc this surrounded spec here for this. Ooh, can I have it? You could proc the surrounded spec here. I chose to go with the backup mag because it increases you from 34 to 40, which I think is really pretty good. I like the way that this rifle really sounds. And this season, auto rifles are going to be really, really good and really buffed. And then, of course, I roll with the hard light here, and my hard light is actually masterworked. In order for you to masterwork your hard light, friends, you're gonna need about 1,000 kills. So, but look what it does to the stability. It actually makes it ridiculously steady. I mean, this thing barely moves. Right? That's pretty good. That stability is really boss. I think it's really great. And it really does help you when you're facing enemies in, like, you know, a lot of enemies. So So again, I'm gonna go into my bunker, even though I got kicked out. I just comedy. Anyway, I'm gonna go down this sweet little mine shaft here, and what I find funny is that, you know, you can really hurt yourself when you're coming down this slide. Alrighty, so we're going back into this area here, this bunker that you're going to upgrade. First thing you're going to want to look at is bunker upgrades on the right. And your whole point... Ice cream? Give me that one. The whole point of you getting all of these upgrades is to make sure that you can actually use some of the bonuses in the Seraph Tower activities. So as you can see... Oh, cool. I got points to defend something here. And as you can see, it costs quite a bit of material. Warmind bits, Dusklight shard, and legendary shards, right? So you're going to want to invest in getting these materials, basically. Now, how do you do that? First thing you're going to do, again, is buy some of these bounties, right? And a lot of them are pretty self-explanatory. You've got the daily ones with... put the donut one on me. So the first one here says, which I've already completed, you can complete Lost Sectors or complete Crucible matches. So it's pretty good because they give you an alternative. But I like to require the additional ones because you could still get a few bits of Warmind bits, and then it gives you it gives you Warmind bits, and then you have encrypted Warmind bits. Now the encrypted Warmind bits is what's going to allow you to exchange for this stuff, right? So now here I have proximity defense system, and boom, I can buy it. I don't really know what it means, but I'm going to buy it, see what it does. And then the chipset here, you can find, you can find here in the upgrades, and then you can get them from each of these things here, right? So if you wanted to get chipset bounties here, you could buy them. And the chipset bounties are used to upgrade this. And I think you need 6 or 7 to upgrade it fully. Right now, I'm at integration level 4 here, as you can see it. And then the whole point is for you to upgrade these bunkers, okay? So you're also going to see here in this little area that I'm pointing to, it's your daily bunker reset that they want you to complete. After you get that completion, you are given access to this legendary adventure. Now, fair warning, you've got to be a light level of at least 980 and above, because the activity here starts at 1,000 and all the way up to 1,010. So you're going to want to have a fire team. I've seen a few people solo it, but I wouldn't try my luck, because right now I am... Whoops, went to the wrong menu. Right now I am currently, with the gear that I have now, is 993. So for this season, we have the Warmind Kunjali artifact. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And we have a buttload of mods. So I went ahead and purchased anti-barrier for the SMGs, anti-barrier for the sidearms, which I find nifty, and then the Overlord rounds, which is very useful for your auto rifles and submachine guns. Then they have the unstoppable hand cannon mods for the hand cannons, but there's a caveat here. There's a sweet caveat. Here we finally have landing consecutive hits on enemy targets causes disruption with a disruption blade. And let me tell you, fellas and ladies, this is really good to have. Then we also have here the Inferno Whip. Solar melee abilities stagger, that's right, stagger unshielded combatants. Go ahead, take it off. My daughter's putting stickers on my nails here, making me look sweet. So let's see how these things work doing an activity. I'm going to go to the map here. I'm going to give you guys just a quick example of the Seraph Tower, and I'm going to the Winding Cove on the EDZ. Now, a general note event. Now, here's the thing. Starting this event is a little tricky. Oh yeah, finally got my hard light, which is awesome. I'm going to switch to the solar because the Cabal hates solar. Look how much damage this hard light is doing. Man, you're a beast. Riding in on a horse, you are. Sorry, it's getting really excited about my hard light here. So as you can see, this hard light is penetrating those enemy shields, I tell you. Alright, so take a look at the orbs, right? This is what you got to do. First of all, this little square area here is where you got to keep the enemies out. So anytime you see any one of these homies trying to move in on your turf, you got to get rid of them. Alright, this guy kind of jumped prematurely. Let me go ahead and give him a taste of my boy medicine here. I'm gonna, whoops, I grabbed the polarity things here. So what you gotta do is you gotta aim, shoot, just like a basketball, and get it in. When you get it to the end of this little point here, it means that you have successfully completed the first part of the construction, and then it goes up 14%. That's what you want to go for, guys. So here's what I would suggest. I've watched a good amount of videos. I've talked to a lot of really good players and played with a lot of good players. Hint, hint, my clan. And what you want to do is you want to have maybe 1 or 2 guys on ad duty. So that's what I'm just going to assume the position of now. You want to have 1 or 2 guys just taking care of ads, doing everything that they can do to get rid of all of these ads on these outer parts. Because eventually you're going to see when each of these things start to light up, you're going to see a whole bunch of like, people here. And then what happens is if you don't get rid of these ads really quickly, you're only going to spawn 2 orbs, 3 orbs, maybe 1. And the whole point to get you to construct this thing fast enough, boom, you just saw it. You get to have 6 orbs, which is really, really good. And that's the only way that you're going to be able to spawn enough orbs to continue this construction. So you've got a time limit, I think at about 5 or 7 minutes. I'm not too sure. And the whole point is to keep these stupid ads out of your magical box here. Right, and whatever box it is, it will light up, and this one is pretty much lit up. And yeah, pretty self-explanatory stuff here. I find it very fun. This is, to me, the best way for you to complete all of those Seraph bounties is right here, because they just keep spawning enemies back and forth, back and forth. Right, so you want to kind of grab these here. Don't forget to grab my Orbeez, because I love me some light. Don't miss when you shoot these things. Give yourself some... Yeah, don't miss exactly how I just missed. Moron. Because the orbs don't come back. And once you miss, you can't do it. So you gotta wait till the next... You gotta wait till the next thing to spawn here. Yes, yes. Oh, she said she has a surprise. What's the surprise? Is this a surprise? More subscribers? Because if it is, I'm all for it. What's the surprise? Oh! Got my surprise. That's awesome. You guys could give me a surprise by subscribing and commenting. That would be a great surprise. I want to keep things appropriate, though. So, as you can see, guys, it's like, it's pretty good here. Let me give you guys a taste of the carbine here, and you can... That machine gun, it just sounds like it's from the future. Love it. I like the pump noise it makes. For the most part, it's decently accurate. I've used it in Gambit and it's pretty good against Guardians. It does have a bit of a heavy recoil, but I really do enjoy that the sights have this kind of thermal thing going on here. Hello! So, I think this weapon is really, really good. I haven't seen any of the other Seraph weapons because it is taking me a little while to unlock some of the other bunker weapon upgrades. But honestly, guys, if you're putting in the time to grind, if you're putting in the time to do the work that's required of being a Guardian, you're going to reap the rewards of my mighty quickly. So, what I'm using is a Void Wall Grenade, and I find that very, very helpful. So, I want to kind of get rid of these ads here. Obviously, the Carbine is not as powerful as the Hard Light, but, I mean, look at that impact. And what I love about the Hard Light is that the damage fall off, there is none. I could fire this weapon from, different sides and different distances, and the damage will stay pretty consistent. So, yeah, even my daughter likes the Hard Light, and this is what you want to use. So, the whole point, guys, for this is, so if you look at the timer, we're about at, a little less than 2 minutes. You want to be above 50% at this time. Really, because, you run the risk of not being able to construct this whole thing. And then you're doing the activity for nothing, because they give you rewards, but the rewards are nothing close to the rewards that they give you when you actually complete the activity. So when you're down at about 2 minutes, give or take, you should be least... the least that you should be in is about at 71%. So right now we're at 57. So you know, usually people do quit this activity if they don't see the point in finishing it, but honestly, if you want to get the ads and continue to work, you should, you know, because it's fun. Who doesn't like destroying the enemies of humanity? Right, so right now we got about 57 seconds and we're at 57%, so not our best performance. Guys, I really recommend that you do this with a minimum of 4 people. Right now we have 3, and that's really not enough. You know, I'm not trying to say anything about the performance of these guys. Even though the performance of your fire team, even if they're not organized or anything like that, is going to be pretty significant. So, I'm gonna pop my spectral blades here. You hear me button smashing. Honestly, this isn't really a good, not for this. Alright, let me switch to my... Wait, hold on. Oh my god, ah! Sorry. What do you want me to take off? You want me to take off my shirt? Nobody wants me to take off my shirt, not even my fans. Yeah, I said it. Okay, so 71% at 4 seconds left is not optimal. It just doesn't make any sense. Alright guys, so at least you got to witness the failing of the event, even though it said it was complete. It isn't. So, as you can see, you get a decent amount of rewards. It's not the best. It's not the best, but it is something. So, alright guys, that'll be it for me. I'm going to kind of stream a little sporadically here. I wanted to give you guys a rundown of this new game type. I find it thoroughly enjoyable. So we're only in our first, I think it's like the first or second week so far. So let me just kind of show you here where we have the destination. So on the moon, we have one that's in the Anchor of Light. This one is tremendously difficult because Hive, Cabal, and Vex want a piece of the action. We've got one. Do we have one at Mars? Let me see. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm pressing the wrong stuff here. I don't know if we actually have it in Mars. No, there's none in Mars. I think there was in Io. Oh, you took it off? Good. Yep, so there's one in Io in the Rupture. I haven't done this one yet. And then I believe there's... Is there one in Nessus? No, not yet. So they do have some areas where they have it, guys. Best way to gear up in this season is to really go for that pinnacle gear. As you can see, I'm 992. I did waste a butt ton of my supplies on the masterwork modules and things like that. So there are other really good rolls of weapons that I have from last season. So I really hope that you guys didn't delete some of those weapons. So I have my Shards of Galanor here and my Tangled Web Cloak masterwork. So you're going to get drops that are significantly higher, guys. But remember, if you've got gear that you want to keep, that you don't want to dismantle, keep it. That's what you have the vault for. That's what you have all these extra slots for. And as usual, guys, please make sure you subscribe. Some likes, some bells would be greatly appreciated. And we will see you on the flippity flip. I'm trying to... What is going on? Oh, here we go. All right, guys.